What is going on, y'all? It is the Caveman back at it again with a relatively overdue video. Guys, we have done it. We have hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, and in fact, we've blown the doors off of it. We're upwards of 1,500 now. There is nothing I can possibly say right now to show how much appreciation I have for every single view, every single like, every comment, every subscription or follow. It means the world to me. It goes so far, not only for the content, but just for who I am as a person. I would not be posting content still if you guys did not show the amount of support you guys showed me on every single platform, not even just here on YouTube, but on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. I remember hitting my first 100 subscribers, and that felt remarkable, and then 500, and that was even better, and now we're here at 1,000, and now over 1,500. I can't express how amazing it feels, and it's all because of you. Like I said, a simple thank you could not go far enough to show my appreciation, so at the end of the video, I actually do have a little bit of a giveaway that I'm doing for you guys. It's nothing crazy, but if you want to stick around toward the end to check that out. Yes, I know that a Q&A is kind of lame. I still think it's going to be fun. I just wasn't sure what else to really do, to be honest with you. That's why I didn't make the video after I first hit 1,000 subscribers, because I wasn't sure how to celebrate it. I think a Q&A is going to be fun, so let's get right into the first question. This is coming from Jets Hockey Prod on TikTok, and he asks, did you ever play football in your life? The answer to your question, Jets, is yes. I actually did play football. I wasn't a quarterback. I wasn't a receiver. I wasn't a corner. I wasn't a safety. I was a kicker. I played soccer for like my entire life throughout high school, and in my junior year, I was on the varsity soccer team, and it turned out that the football team ended up needing a kicker. So I thought to myself, hey, it can't be that much different than kicking a soccer ball. I love football. I understand the game, so I should be able to do this, right? Funny story behind my football journey is that whenever I played soccer, I could not kick a ball straight. Every single time I kicked a soccer ball, I would lean backwards and the ball would skyrocket in the air, almost like I was kicking a field goal. Ended up being a kicker and punter for my varsity football team, and I thought it would translate over, and it did to an extent, but let me tell you, kicking a soccer ball and kicking a football, yeah, they're much different. It wasn't bad, but I certainly wasn't good by any stretch of the imagination either. Let me tell you, I gained so much appreciation and a new perspective for kickers just by kicking at the high school level. Because not only is it hard physically, like of course you have to get the mechanics down, it's all about having a rhythm, but it's the mental side of the game that is a ridiculous amount of pressure. All eyes are on you. The offense got you into this position. This is just your job to simply kick the ball through the upright. The pressure is actually insurmountable, and I played hockey my entire life as well, and I actually won a state championship with my high school hockey team, and the pressure I felt in the state championship game still does not amount to the amount of pressure I would feel every single time I went out there to kick a damn field goal. I've always felt like I can handle pressure, but when I was kicking field goals, it was an extremely tough task just on the mind, so I can only imagine how these guys are professionally doing it. Like I said, I was also a punter for the football team, and that didn't have nearly as much pressure, and I was also a lot worse at it, but when your kick coverage team sucked and you had to make tackles, it was not a good time. I never learned how to tackle, so me going out there trying to tackle a fast-ass punt returner, yeah, you would expect that to go exactly how it would go. Although in my career, I did have one touchdown-saving tackle, so I give myself credit for that to this day. Long story short, Jets, yes, I have played football. I've been around a football environment, a football locker room, a football team. It was a really good time. I just gained a whole new perspective for kickers. That was my biggest takeaway from being on the team. Next question I got here is from Pit Stop Productions, and he is asking, who is your least favorite NFL quarterback outside of Deshaun Watson? And I don't even know if he knew my least favorite quarterback was Deshaun Watson, but he hit the nail on the damn head. Dude is a low-life scumbag, and that's a conversation for another day, but nevertheless, my least favorite quarterback outside of Watson would probably be Kirk Cousins. Not because I think Kirk Cousins is a bad guy, it's simply just about the football player he is. I've had endless debates with my friends on YouTube, on TikTok Live. I have talked about Kirk Cousins to an extent that's probably unhealthy for myself. It's really become one of my shticks. It's like, if you've been around for the Caveman's content for a little bit of time now, you would know how much I cannot stand Kirk Cousins. I've had endless debates. I can't even tell you how many conversations about this guy. Just to prove my point why Kirk Cousins and the Caveman go hand in hand, one of the other questions I got came from my boy Alex, and he says, who is the best Kirk Cousins in the league? Obviously not a serious question, but it just goes to show you how much I can't stand the guy because I get trolled about him each and every day of my damn life. Yeah, Pit Stop, I hope that answers your question. It is Kirk Cousins. The next question I have here comes from the Weirdo Fam Shorts, and they ask, who are you subscribed to and why? And I think this is going to be a fun question to answer because I am subscribed to a whole lot of different channels. I'm subscribed to all sorts of YouTube channels, whether it's about the NHL, the NFL, ASMR, or maybe video games. I'm a thorough enjoyer of a lot of different content here on the platform. If I had to touch on some of my favorite subscriptions, I would start with Brett Coleman. He's one of the smartest NFL minds we have in content creation. My all-time favorite YouTuber is by far FaZe Jeff. He makes Call of Duty content, but I don't even subscribe to him for that reason. I just subscribe to him because of who he is as a person. The most genuine genuine guy on the platform, like honest to God. But my other favorite subscriptions at the moment include Punch. He's another Call of Duty YouTuber. He's insane at the game. Really enjoy watching Throne. He's a professional Madden player or an ex-professional Madden player. That dude is entertaining as hell. The guy I really enjoy is Trap4 Oilers. He actually is a professional goaltender. He plays in the FPHL over in Detroit, Michigan. And touching on the ASMR side of things, I am a big ASMR kind of guy. I love it. It helps me fall asleep every night. I know people are going to look at me and think, holy shit, you're a weirdo. I don't care. I go to bed with it on every single night. You can't change my mind. It's so helpful to me. My favorite ASMR artists, yes, they're called ASMR artists. You're probably looking at me sideways if you have no idea what any of this stuff is. But anyway, it is Corey ASMR. The guy is awesome. The type of content he makes is great. You can tell he's a great guy. Actually, I know he's a great guy. I've actually communicated with him one-on-one in direct messages, and he's helped me in the past and given me motivation and tips and tricks with my channel. I know his following isn't primarily on YouTube, but Dan Bacon, DNR Sports, he's another guy that's really helped me throughout this whole process. He's a big inspiration, huge on TikTok. Go check him out. So many channels I'm subscribed to, so many people I want to thank right now, but I'll only touch on those ones for now to save you guys time. All of them have been humongous impacts in my life, one way or another. Anyway, let's move on to our next question here, and this comes from my boy Space Fish here. He says, what are some of your favorite Buffalo sports memories? As far as my favorite Buffalo sports memory goes, and it's not even when a Buffalo team was playing, but it was when Tyler Boyd caught that touchdown against the Ravens on 4th down to send the Bills to the playoffs, breaking the drought. Number 2 is probably when the Sabres were on a 10-game winning streak a couple years back. Every single person in Buffalo was waiting to tune into the Sabres. They hadn't been good in a while, and they were going on a tear. They've been doing not too bad as of late, but that time period specifically when they were on that 10-game win streak, I mean, as a hockey fan, and I'm a huge hockey fan, it felt like we were on top of the world. Other favorite Buffalo sports memory, this probably is sacrilegious to say, but I was actually in Kansas City for the divisional round game when the Bills lost in the final 13 seconds, and although it sucked as a Bills fan, it was one of the greatest, if not the greatest football game ever played, and to be able to say I was at that game is something I'll be able to cherish forever. Like I said, it definitely sucked to lose that game. 14-hour car ride back coming from Buffalo, I mean, that is terrible. But seeing Josh Allen convert those 4th downs, seeing the Buffalo Bills score with 13 seconds left to go up and look like what was going to be a win, I mean, the highs that I felt in that game, I mean, holy shit, dude. I know some people are probably going to kill me for saying that this is one of my favorite moments, but like I said, to actually be there to see one of, if not the greatest football game ever played in NFL history is something not a lot of people can say. Regardless of the outcome, I am very happy to put my Bills fan bias aside and say, wow, that was just a remarkable experience from top to bottom. I had only been to one away game in my life against the Bengals a few years back when the Bills were still bad. It wasn't a playoff game, so the environment was nowhere near the same. Being in Kansas City, in their environment, hearing their chant, hearing all the fans go crazy, being the enemy in the stands because you're surrounded by Chiefs fans, it was just an experience I will remember for the rest of my life. Went with my dad and my brother, and I want to thank my dad for being able to take me on that journey because it's something that I will remember for the rest of my life. And thank you to him just in general, and my mom. They're both just super supportive parents, and I wouldn't be here without them either. Yeah, it might be odd to hear a Bills fan say that was one of my favorite moments, but I mean, that game is just something that not a lot of people would be able to say they were at, so I think it qualifies for this list. The final question is going to come from my man D. Raleigh. He is asking, what made you want to start making videos? And this could be a very long-winded answer, but I'll try to keep it short for you guys. Kind of summarize it, I've played hockey for my entire life, and it's always been my passion, was playing hockey. I was a goalie. Everybody knew me as being the hockey goalie that was kind of good at it. And once I went to college, played 1 year there, and then COVID kind of shut my hockey career down, and I never really got to have a proper retirement, if you will, from the sport, which is kind of sad to say. Without hockey, I kind of felt like my identity was gone. I didn't have that thing to fill the void anymore. The amount of time, the amount of practices, the amount of hours, days, traveling, I mean, the amount of everything, resources that went into hockey in my life is just ridiculous. And now it was just poof, gone, and like, what am I gonna do with myself? Funny enough, being a YouTuber is always something I've kind of had a passion about. When I was like 10 or 11 years old, I made a video, posted it on here, which you will not be able to find, about something regarding Minecraft, and like I said, that thing was pretty bad, so don't bother trying to look for it. Also, for a short time, tried to make Clash of Clans content, the mobile game. Also, videos you will not be able to find either, but yeah, I mean, I've kind of always had a passion for this. I just never had the time to really carry it out because I was playing hockey, because I was still in school. And once I realized, hey, I need this pillar in my life, I went back to the YouTube thing, and I actually started out making video game content with the sports content, and I kind of told myself whichever one takes off first is what I'll run with. Obviously, the sports content, the NFL specifically, is what made this channel kind of go pop, so that's why I am here where I am today. But I do have some videos regarding like Call of Duty and Fortnite from a few years back. Those are still up, you can go watch. I felt like it kind of just went hand in hand, so I like to make content. I felt like I was somewhat knowledgeable regarding the NFL, which is a huge talking point. It also helps that I feel like I can debate something until the day I die. If you give me a topic, it doesn't even have to be football related, and I am passionate about one of the sides, I will stand on that hill until I am 6 feet under. It's probably not necessarily a good thing because you want to be open-minded, and I've gotten better about that over the years. So it's kind of just been this perfect storm of factors into why I am doing what I am doing today. Those were all the questions I'm going to cover for the Q&A. Thank you to anybody that dropped any questions. Thank you guys for participating and dropping those questions for me to answer. One more quick thing before I do wrap up the video. I want to talk about the giveaway that I'm going to do for 1,000 subscribers because saying thank you just is not enough. Right here, I have a signed Jordan Boyer mini helmet. Sorry if you're not a Bills fan. No, it's not a lot. Later down the line in the future, I'm going to be doing bigger and better giveaways for you guys because you guys deserve it. If you want to enter, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and go follow me on Twitter. Twitter is probably how I'm going to communicate with the winner, so it'd be really helpful if you open your DMs and follow me over there. That will wrap up the 1,000 subscriber Q&A. Guys, thank you so much for everything you guys do for me, for just clicking on this video, liking, subscribing, everything, every kind of support. Anyways, guys, go ahead and enter the giveaway, and if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. If you want to hit the bell to be notified when I upload, I'd appreciate that. You want to go over to Twitter, follow me over there, I'd appreciate that as well. I have a TikTok down in my description that I think you should check out, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.